guys, this is July 29th, Monday. I have an update real quick and a tag. And first off, I wanted to show you my new purple Bubba, 20 ounce. So now I got the pink one and the purple Bubba. And I do like these cups because when it's a lot of humidity in the air, these cups do not condensate on the outside. They don't get all wet or anything. And my other cups do, so I can see the real big difference. But I like it because they keep my drink really, really cold. Anyway, I have an update. First off, I weighed myself today, and so far for the month of July, I've lost another 11 pounds. So ever since June, that makes 22 pounds lost altogether. Now that is good. I'm really happy with that because I wanted to lose about 10 pounds a month and I'm losing 11. And I still have this week to go because I'm going to weigh on Saturday and then see exactly what I lost for the month of July. Anyway, I have some news. First off, you know, I've been dieting off and on throughout my whole life. Now, what was it? 3 weeks ago when I had last talked to my Aunt Pam, she said the family was getting tired of the shit that I'm going through. And that got me kind of pretty pissed off, and I said, doesn't she even consider the shit that I don't like what I'm going through? I mean, I'm the one that's putting up with this shit, you know, ever since my stroke. I'm the one that's not being able to do a lot, move around a lot, you know, do this and that, whatever. But anyway, so I talked to my mom last week and we got in this huge fight. And she told me basically that she confirmed it, that they don't give a shit that if I'm going on my walks. They don't give a shit about the weight that I lose anymore. They don't give a shit about what I'm doing. And then she was saying that she would like to do more FaceTime with me, and I said, no, I don't want to. Like, they would do FaceTime with me like when I'm in the kitchen, you know, washing dishes, and when I'm, you know, actually trying to dust in the living room here, or when I'm on my walks. And I told her no. And when I hung up with her, I said, why the fuck does she care about what I'm doing on FaceTime if I'm in the kitchen or not, when she doesn't give a fuck about when I'm losing the weight or, you know, any of that? That doesn't fucking make sense to me. Excuse my French, but it kind of pisses me off and hurts my feelings that they don't give a shit about what I'm doing anymore. So I'm going to write my mom this email, and I'm going to tell her that I'm not going to tell her anything anymore about my weight loss or about any of that, or about my knee surgery, or about whenever I'm going to have my knee surgery, and I'm not going to call her as much anymore. And I'm going to tell her that if I have something important to say, I might do it in email and I might not, because they don't give a fuck about me. And I'm also going to tell her that when Grandma was alive, Grandma and I used to talk about how I'm less important than my sister Lisa and her kids and her kids' kids. In other words, all her grandkids. And how I always felt like the oddball, being that because I'm a big lady, that they didn't give a shit about me, you know, that I was never accepted. And anyway, so I'm going to just let it all out. I'm going to tell her how I'm truly feeling. I'm also going to tell her, though, that and this is what I'm going to first put at the beginning, because she called me a couple of days ago with some bad news. She had said that my Uncle Jerry, who lives in Oregon, he had just died. And so I'm going to tell her that I appreciate her calling me. That was really nice to let me know that my uncle just died. But as for the others, I'm just not going to let her know anything more about me, because I've got my feelings hurt too much, and her and my Aunt Pam both have hurt my feelings by saying they don't give a shit about me and, you know, my losing weight. And what they're doing is they're sabotaging me. But I'm going to tell her, I'm not doing this for you or any of the family. I'm not losing the weight. I'm going to be doing it for me. And that's all there is to that. And yes, my feelings are very hurt. But I'm going to just suck it up, and I'm not going to cry about it. Like, I feel like crying right now. But I've always been hurt by them. You know, this has not been the only incident that they've hurt me. So I'm just going to just say, okay, I'm going to just do it for me. And Alan knows, because I talked to Alan about my weight loss and how I'm happy that I'm losing weight. Like I said, I was going to lose the 10 pounds or more a month, but he knows all that. So I have Alan and I have you guys here on YouTube. So anyway, now that that's over, that's my update. So things have been shitty. So now I'm going to do something fun. It's going to be Rob Reno's Christmas in July. Sorry, Rob, it's taken me this long, but I've been going through some shit, as you can see. But we still have July 29th, 30th, 31st, so I'm okay. This is Rob Reno's Christmas tag. Now, here it goes. Number 1, do you decorate for Christmas? No, we do not. Well, for one, because we have Kitty here, and we don't want Kitty to get all of our in our Christmas tree, and because he likes to play with things. So we don't, and plus we don't have the money for that. And you know, Christmas trees, who knows how much they are right about now. So no, we don't. Number 2, oh, and then it says how many trees do you put up? Well, with none. And do you decorate for any other holiday? No, we do not. Same thing is because the cat will get into this stuff. 2, do you exchange gifts for family and friends? Okay, now, mainly what I do, and I don't know if I'm going to do that this year, I don't know. I give my gifts to my nieces and nephews, and then to Alan's niece and nephew, we try to give them something. Let me tell you this incident. Last year, I had to give my nephew, because I missed his birthday, it was in November, so I gave him $20 for that, and then I gave him $20 for Christmas, and so he got $40 for Christmas. And then I gave my older niece, Anea, $20, and then the little ones, I bought him a little something. But I didn't even get, oh, thank you, Auntie, $40. Oh my God, what am I going to do with $40? I didn't get nothing from my nephew. And Anea, now she sent me a thank you card and everything. She loved her $20, and I said, that's great. I said, but I told Alan, that really pisses me off that my nephew can't even say thank you for his $40. I mean, that was kind of hard for us to get him $40, but I did it. And so that hurt my feelings. So I don't know if I'm going to do that this year, give him 20, because how old is he, Alan?
Really young.
Like 8, 9?
Something like that.
But, you know, my older niece's mom should be telling him, well, give Auntie a thank you card, because that's $40, and you're old enough to give her a thank you card, and that's the way I feel, that I should have got at least a thank you, Auntie, for that $40, but my feelings got hurt really bad. And I know they're just kids, but come on, you know, the mom should be telling them from the start, you know, let's give out thank you cards. The little ones, I can see them not doing it, that's fine. But the 2 older ones, you know, they should do it. That's my thinking. And then, like, for my other part of the family, we don't have to give. So what's your favorite holiday food? Well, usually, like we were having turkey there for a while, turkey and stuff and all that. But last year, and the year before that, and the year before that, we had, one year was enchiladas, the year before it last, right? And I think that was 2 years in a row. 2 years in a row we had enchiladas, and then one year we had homemade lasagna. So those were different to have on Christmas, but we loved it. And I love Mexican food anyway. So enchiladas and lasagna. Maybe we should have lasagna this year, Alan.
Possibly.
Okay, 4. What is your favorite holiday? Oh, what is the most memorable gift you've ever gotten and from whom? I remember one year when we were kids, I don't know how old I was, maybe about 10, 11, we got a trampoline. It was set up in the backyard, and that was from Mom. And I remember that. That was a happy, happy occasion. So I guess the trampoline was pretty good because we had a kick a ball on there. We used to put, excuse me, the what is it called? You know, where you water your grass from and it goes back and forth. The sprinkler. We used to put that underneath the trampoline, and we used to jump on it and it'd go back and forth, back and forth. And we used to sleep on there on in the summer. We get blankets and stuff and sleep on there. 5. Where would you like to spend Christmas if you could? Well, I don't know. Where would you like to spend Christmas, Alan? Let's see what he says.
Ireland.
Oh, Ireland, okay. Have a green kind of Christmas, eh?
Yes.
Yeah, buddy. Ireland would be nice.
Why not?
Because I spent one Christmas at home. What was that? The year before my stroke, so about 7 years ago.
Pretty much.
I went home for Christmas. I think it was 2006, or yeah, 2006.
I think so.
6, number 6. Have you ever dressed up as Santa or Mrs. Claus? No, but although I'm sure I could fill out Mrs. Claus's suit. But no, I have not. 7. Do you gain weight? I do gain weight. I mean, because we have like the cookies and eggnog, and we just cheat, But this year, I don't need to hear from you, Kat. This year, I'm gonna really try to stick to my diet. I'm gonna cheat for 1 day instead of 2 or 3 days, and I'm not gonna gain that 10, 15 pounds that I gained. But yeah. Okay, number 8. What is your favorite memory of any Christmas past? Well, all the memories that I had was when we would go to Grandma and Grandpa's house, and we would open Christmas presents on Christmas Eve and have, cookies and all the goodies and stuff, because I was spending it with my Grandma and Grandpa. And so that was my favorite memories of my Grandma and Grandpa. What is your favorite Christmas movie and song? Okay, my favorite Christmas movie is A Christmas Story with Ralphie, right, Alan?
That would be a good one.
Yeah, Christmas Story. Ralphie and his bratty brother who never liked to eat. I watched that. It was funny because this past January, I didn't watch it only on Christmas, but I watched it like 3 or 4 or 5 times during January and February. I just couldn't let it go. And then as my Christmas music, well, I like to, I have this station I listen to. What is it, 109? What's it, the station called? No.
100.9. New hits.
New hits, 100.9. And during Christmas, they start out for a whole month before, like in November through December, and they play nothing but Christmas. And that's what I listen to, and I love it. I really don't have a favorite song, but I just love during that time of year to listen to that. So. Number 10. If you could bring anyone back for Christmas, who would it be? My Grandma and Grandpa. They're both gone, and I miss them terribly, so my Grandma and Grandpa. Yeah. So that was it. That was a whole 10 questions, Rob. That was really fun to do, and it went really fast. And so there you have my Christmas in July. I wish I would have had a cute cap to wear, like that one lady. Oh, I don't know her name. Susan, or was it Susan? She had a Christmas and it played music. So y'all folks have a good day. I'm gonna be doing another video. Hold on. I'm gonna be doing another video tomorrow, and not tomorrow, Wednesday or Thursday. So talk to y'all later. Bye.